Ryanair is one of the most successful airlines in Europe, and it has a bold plan to double its passenger numbers. By how did it achieve this remarkable feat, especially during the pandemic that devastated the aviation industry? One of the key factors is its ability to raise its full-year passenger forecast and anticipate high demand for air travel around Europe well into 2023, especially from Americans and Asians. Ryanair now expects to carry 168 million passengers in the 12 months through March 2023, which is 1.5 million more than its previous forecast and 13% higher than the year before the pandemic. This is also a record number for any European airline. Ryanair expects strong demand in the peak summer season to drive a 10% increase in passenger numbers and a modest increase in net income in its fiscal year as travelers return to flying after the pandemic. The airline reported a near-record profit of €1.43 billion for the year ended March 31st, compared with a loss of €355 million in the previous year. Ryanair has been among the fastest to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic, and has gained from budget-minded passengers hunting for bargain holidays in the sun. The airline has also been expanding its network and fleet, ordering as many as 300 Boeing 737 MAX jets as it targets 30% of the European air travel market. By Ryanair aims to steal market share from European rivals, especially in Western Europe where it already dominates many routes. The airline also sees opportunities to stimulate demand in new markets in Central and Eastern Europe, where it faces less competition. Ryanair's chief executive Michael O'Leary is confident that the company will hit its goal of transporting 185 million passengers this year, despite some delays at Boeing, the sole supplier of its aircraft. He also believes that there is still room for growth in Europe, contrary to some analysts who think that the market is saturated or affected by rising climate concerns and carbon taxes. O'Leary said that Ryanair will continue to wipe the floor with every other airline in Europe, as long as it maintains its lowest cost advantage. One of the sources of Ryanair's high demand is from Americans and Asians who want to visit Europe after being locked down for a long time. Ryanair expects a surge in transatlantic travel once travel restrictions are eased and vaccination rates increase. The airline has partnered with several long-haul carriers such as Air Europa, Air Malta, Emirates and Turkish Airlines to offer connecting flights to destinations across Europe. Ryanair also plans to launch its own long-haul subsidiary called Ryanair in the next few years, which will offer low-cost flights between Europe and North America. Ryanair has proven itself to be a resilient and ambitious airline that can overcome any challenge and seize any opportunity. By raising its full-year passenger forecast and anticipating high demand for air travel around Europe well into 2023, especially from Americans and Asians, Ryanair has shown that it is not afraid of the future, but rather ready to shape it.